So recently, my brother convinced me to play everybody's favorite game, BloodBorne. And yeah, it's pretty good. Now, I don't really have much experience with FromSoft's work. I mean, I've always heard good things about the Dark Souls series, but I never played it personally. I do plan on playing Elden Ring when that inevitably comes out, because that trailer was rad as hell. Really, the only FromSoft game I played before BloodBorne was Sekiro, because I'm a giant weeb and pay for anything that has Japan slapped on it. Now, I'm not gonna sit here and act like I platinumed the game or that I even really have the time to. I mean, the last time I played the game, I ended up procrastinating for 5 months. Regardless, BloodBorne has been a cult classic, fan favorite in media since it first came out in 2015. Most people who clicked on this video, and their mother, would say that it's in their personal top 5 video games of all time. So, for this video, I wanted to talk about my interesting, stressful, and overall inspiring experience that I had with BloodBorne. Hold up. But hey, before we get into this video, if you happen to like what you see and would like to see more things like this, please hit that like and subscribe button, or you'll be stuck inside the Hunter stream forever. Without the doll. Enjoy. So BloodBorne is a video game set in the 18th century Victorian era, mixed with a bit of Lovecraftian elements. I don't know, maybe werewolves and zombie men and whatever this bull is existed in that era, who knows. Actually, I heard Miyazaki was a fan of Berserk, so I could see some elements of that, especially in the Dark Souls. Yo, are those from Princess Mononoke? Okay, so first things first, this game is actually terrifying as hell. Now, I've never played an Outlast game, and I didn't really last too long with the PT demo, so the silent, creepy ambiance immediately made me tense. Seriously, the moment you jump into the gameplay, there's no music. Instead, all you hear is whispers and moans and coughs and footsteps. Now, me personally, I hate the feeling of being chased, and this game loves to do that to you. Hell, some of the bosses even are jump scares. I just happened to run into the cleric beast on accident. But not only that, but just the regular enemies themselves jump scared me often.
I like it. Another! I should make use of that. Well, the next time you dream, give some thought.
But the boss fights in this game are absolutely amazing. So many of the enemy designs in this game are so unique. Some of them you look at and go, what demented motherfucker came up with this design? And some of them looked familiar. Yo, is that Ten Tails? The reason I loved Sekiro so much was because I wasn't accustomed to video games that really challenge the player and thrive on you dying to get good. For me, in Sekiro, it was the fight with Genichiro that really made me understand the combat of the game. In BloodBorne, it's a toss-up between Papa Gascoigne, Vicar Amelia, and weirdly enough, the blood-starved beast. Look at him, he's just standing there. Menacingly. These are like the three holy trinity for the boss fight mechanics in this game. Something I really like about BloodBorne, and really FromSoft games in general, is that the game really forces you to use your mechanics. In most cases, for video games with this much content, you'd get items that can be ultimately useless. Here I found myself playing with BloodBorne's items that you pick up a lot more because they like to switch it up on you from time to time. One minute you're fighting a giant beast who likes to scratch and sing at you, the next you're fighting this dank-ass one-on-one with a hunter who has this kick-ass Pirates of the Caribbean-esque theme. But then he also turns into a beast. See, FromSoft really has a way of making the boss fights actually fun and engaging to the point where when you lose, you don't blame the AI or the mechanics of the game. You blame yourself. That usually made me want to jump back in and correct my mistakes. Except Mikolash. That guy. But a lot of this game really put me in a constant state of fear and dread. I mean, I was a kick-ass hunter slaying demons, but I also was as scared as the people who stayed in their homes. Hell, I'd have told my ass to get away from the door too. Along with that, the environments in this game are top tier. There's so much content in this game where you can either run it in an hour or in 60 plus hours, like I did. Yikes. Okay, I didn't come here to run through boss battles and play PvP for glory, okay? I I came here for the plot. And spoilers, by the way, I didn't do any of the NPC quests on my first playthrough. I didn't do Ariana's quest line. What about Adela's? Who dat? I didn't know who Eileen the Crow even was. Hell, after the second time I saw Alfred, I completely forgot he existed. So I guess this is the last time I'll be seeing you. Be smooth, my guy. The only person who I even sent to the Cathedral Ward was the grandma, and she got eaten by giant wolf boy. Hate to see it. And she was rude anyway. Good looks, bro. But there's so much hidden content and lore in the cracks of this game. Sometimes it's kinda in your face and you're like, what the f does that mean? Yo, why is she holding that? Who the hell is Iosefka? Yo, did I miss something? But stuff like that really isn't a detriment for me. I mean, I love to look up the lore for the video games I was allowed to play as a kid. I learned FF7 and Kingdom Hearts lore in and out, and now FF7 Remake is seemingly doing new things with the story, and don't even get me started on Kingdom Hearts lore. But something I was kind of sad about when playing this game was about halfway through, before the ROM fight, this game starts to promote the run through an area and pray you don't get stuck on a prop tactic, which kind of sucked because the deeper you go into this game, the better the areas get, like the Hypogean, or in Björgenworth, or in the Forbidden Woods, or even in Castle Canehurst. All of these super important areas for the lore. But every time you take a few steps or enter a room, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. This is especially true in the DLC of BloodBorne. See, I had a really hard time with a lot of the content the DLC had to offer because I didn't really have time to explore or grind to level up there. Hell, I still to this day never beat the big squid guy in front of Lawrence's boss area. The score is like 0-12. The only way I got through the DLC was using one of two methods, either running like hell or cheesing every enemy I could get alone by cowering behind a door or a prop. But again, this isn't really a detriment. I mean, once I got those level ups from the hunters roaming around, they were basically nothing. They presented a lot of really good challenging boss fights and equipment in the DLC. Really, the DLC is pretty short in hindsight, but the boss fights are amped up to like 15, so you're gonna be there for a while. Guess I got what I paid for. But overall, this game did stress me out, but it gave me this weird satisfaction and ache to play more once the credits rolled. I even started a New Game Plus immediately after. No wait, that's actually wrong. What actually happened was I didn't know that after the whole Gearman battle, the game would push me to start New Game Plus. I was actually trying to take a break and maybe grind so I could get stronger for the final boss of the DLC, so I thought, meh, might as well go murder Gearman while I calm down from failing to commit another murder. So I never actually got to beat the Orphan of Cause. He was robbed from me. So not only did he beat me with his own placenta that he ripped out of his dead mother, he made goofy movie noises while doing so.
You're you, Lucky! Well, you distracted me!
And I never got to kill that orphan. God, why do all these bad things have to happen to me? But overall, my experience with this game was great. The amount of content in this game was great. I would say if you haven't played this game, go play it, which is obvious, but seriously, who hasn't played this game already? I was literally the last person on earth to play this game for the first time, it feels like. If you haven't played this game has been like $20 for how many years now? I've played games that are just as old, still at full price, $60 and everything, and didn't get the amount of satisfaction as I did here. So shout out to my older brother for nagging me to play this game. For almost 4 years now. And also paying for it. Love you, bro.